My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Horton Hears a Who. And this will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But nobody ever talks about this movie anymore. I feel like it's been forgotten, which is a damn shame because it's actually really good. So let's begin talking about the cast, and Jim Carrey does a perfectly fine job. He brings enough energy and personality to this movie, but he can be annoying, and it's not my favorite performance of his. Steve Carell is the standout. He does everything he needed to perfectly. He's very funny and likable, and he just excels. Carol Burnett is also really great here. Like, she's menacing as the villain, and she stood out. Dan Fogler also stood out. I thought he brought plenty of personality to his character. Will Arnett does a perfectly fine job. Seth Rogen sounds like Seth Rogen. It's exactly what you expect from him. And one other person I want to mention is Joy King, who I guess is fine, but she really has nothing to do. But this was her first movie, so fun fact there. But the cast, for the most part, is pretty good. The animation is fine enough. It's not the most interesting movie to look at. And I do like the main thematic core of this movie about arrogance and trying to get people to believe, and even the way that the movie ends and we're just a little speck in outer space. That was well done. I do like that. But the story I'm kind of mixed on. We've got two different halves. We've got the Horton Hears a Who, and then we've got the Whoville. And the Horton plot can be rough. I know it's a kids' movie, but this kind of feels like it's catering to its audience, and it can be cringy at times. I think the humor falls completely flat. And then we get the Whoville plot, which is much better. This guy just going through this crisis with the information he has. It can be really funny. It's really entertaining. But it's the finale where the two plots come together that really sells you on the excellence of this movie. The entire segment of the Who's trying to get the kangaroo to heal them, it is emotional, it is tense, it is exciting, it is pure movie magic. It is the perfect combination of visual storytelling and music coming together to just form this incredible sequence. The stakes have never been higher. This entire planet, little speck, can be destroyed just like that. And the desperation of everyone chanting, "We are here, we are here," and the decision to tie that into the musical score. Oh my goodness, it's perfection. It is perfection. And then there's that shot of Jojo and the male riding back on the bike as the music picks up, and the male goes up to the horn and he yells out to Horton, "Can they hear us?" And Horton's like, "No." And you can just feel the hope fade and the music quiets down. And the male turns to Jojo and he's like, "No matter what happens, I couldn't have asked for a better son." So then Jojo picks up the horn and the music picks back up and he runs up the stairs and he lets out one giant yawp, and the sound breaks through. They can be heard and they get saved just in the nick of time. Like, god damn, that's why I love movies. So, I really love the finale. I really do. And then even how the movie ends with Horton finishing his trip to the mountain and everybody has joined him, and even the kangaroo has an umbrella over the speck. It's perfect. It's a perfect end to the movie. I've kind of already hinted towards it, but the music by John Powell is one of the most underrated scores of all time. It adds excitement when needed, it adds emotion when needed, and it just sounds absolutely breathtaking. Like, it is just wonderful. And by the end of the movie, I also just feel a little inspired. Like, the fact that nobody believed the male, and he ends up becoming a hero. And the fact that nobody believed Horton, but he saved an entire planet, speck, whatever you want to say. And it's just one man staying true to his principles no matter how much the world tries to make him feel like he's crazy. And there's something just powerful about that. So yes, this movie isn't perfect. I think it can be cringy at times. The humor can fall completely flat and it can feel like it's catering to its audience, but I think the Whoville plot really is great, and the final act of this movie is just one of the most exciting movie climaxes of all time, period. And I truly mean that. It's just a reminder of why I love movies. So despite my issues, I'm still going to give this movie a high score. So Horton Hears a Who gets an 8 out of 10. I still got my issues with it, but the movie does end on the highest of notes. And I'd rather that than the movie beginning high and getting progressively worse. So, yes. Also, my favorite score of all time is the music in How to Train Your Dragon, also composed by John Powell, and I love how in this movie you can hear some of the same sound in brief moments. So, yeah, I just like that. But anyways, Horton Hears a Who. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,